Hello, welcome to another video. So today I am doing a winter books recommendations video, and I thought the way I would do this would be to use my winter reading prompts from Ember Stag Candles. So this came in the winter candle box, along with lots of other stuff, including a winter TBR candle, which I love. I really love this little box that Holly does. It's fantastic. This isn't sponsored. I'm not a rep or anything. I'm just a fan. But the winter reading prompts are a scratch off sheet. I'm going to scratch off each one and try and find a book for it to give you some winter reading recs. So let's scratch off prompt number 1. Okay. First prompt, you won't be able to see because it's backwards, is book beginning with W-I-N-T-E or R. Okay, now I know what I'm doing for that one. So for book beginning with W-I-N-T-E or R, I'm going to suggest Echo North. This is a polar fantasy. It is a retelling of East of the Sun, West of the Moon. I haven't read it myself, but it is high on my TBR for the February round of Polathon, which I think will be next week or the week after, pretty soon. So this is about Echo, who her father's, I'm just reading from the blurb, her father's disappeared. She finds him half frozen in the forest, guarded by a talking wolf. The wolf proposes a bargain. Echo will live for a year in his house to save her father's life. So there's a magical library, love. The wolf is clearly enchanted, and yeah, finding out what's going to happen there. Gives me slightly Beauty and the Beast vibes, but yes, this is a retelling of East of the Sun, West of the Moon, which is meant to be a really, really great polar fantasy. So the second prompt is a blue or a white cover. So a wintry book with a blue or white cover. So for the book with a blue or white cover, the wintry book I'm recommending is The Ship Beneath the Ice by Menson Bound. This is a non-fiction about the discovery of Shackleton's Endurance, the ship that, hit himself in the face. So it's the discovery of Shackleton's Endurance. This is the ship that Shackleton and his team sailed to get to the South Pole. The ship sank before they managed to get there, and it has only now in the last couple of years been raised from beneath the Antarctic Sea. I am so excited to read this. Non-fiction is usually not my kind of thing. I'm not really a non-fiction girly. However, make it travel and I'm there. Make it Antarctica and I am doubly there. So this one is one that I am really excited about, and I think just gives all of those wintry vibes as well. Okay, so the next wintry one is book with snow on the cover. I think I know exactly the one for this one. Technically, yes. So this is The Bear and the Nightingale, and there is snow down here and on top of the houses. The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. Again, this is one that I haven't read yet, but I really, really want to. It is I don't know what kind of retelling it is, but it's Russian folklore. And it's about, I think it's about a girl and her family who can see spirits. Her father marries a new wife who is Christian, and she is kind of chasing the spirits out of the house. So magical, wintry, really want to get to this one. Oh no, oh no. The next prompt is book beginning with the same letter as your name. So my name is Jenny, books beginning with J are really few and far between. Let me look. Okay, so a book beginning with the same letter of my name. This one doesn't. I am just completely cheating. So I've gone for Making Mine This Christmas by Lizzie Huxley Jones. There's the J in Jones. This is a Christmas rom-com. It sounds super cute. It is a fake dating where then the girl falls for her fake date boyfriend's sister. So we've got bi rep, sapphic rep, fake date and tropes. All sounds perfect and is a little Christmassy rom-com. Yeah, I can't find any books that begin with J. They just, there aren't many. I don't think. If you do know any books that begin with J and are wintry, stick them in the comments. Book becoming a movie. I'm going for it. I'm not sure how much this one really counts as wintry, but I'm going with The Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. I think this is wintry. It's, for me, it's one which is so cute and cozy. You just want to kind of curl up under a blanket and read it. It's not a summery, light-hearted read. It's such a, I mean, it is kind of light-hearted because it's just a hug. It's amazing. I love it. This is just a fantastic story about Ove. He is a grumpy old man, and basically how his neighbours have sort of gathered around him. He's about friendships that he makes, about the cat he adopts, and just how no one lets him suffer in silence and just lets him basically become a happier old grumpy man. I love this book. It was one of my favourites of last year. It's a solid 5 stars. Highly recommend. I mean, some of it is set in winter, so therefore wintry book. Totally works. Right, a wintry book that is over 300 pages. Technically, this is absolutely counts. A wintry book that is over 300 pages. I'm going for Winter by Marissa Meyer. This book is huge. It is 800 and something. I can't get right to the end. 823 pages. So definitely over 300. And is literally called Winter. This is the 4th book in the Lunar Chronicles quartet, I think. There are 2 sort of spin-offs. And this book follows Winter. Winter is a Snow White retelling. I love this series so much. So the Lunar Chronicles are a series of fairy tale retellings in a sci-fi utopia maybe world. So with Winter, she is the daughter of the queen who lives on the moon. Like I said, Snow White retelling. The mother doesn't like Winter because Winter is too beautiful. Winter goes slightly mad. But it's just fantastic. In this one, we meet all of our main characters. They all come together and help to save the world. And it's just, really recommend the Lunar Chronicles. It's fantastic. So for my book over 300 pages, that is wintry. We're going with Winter. It's a feel-good read. A wintry feel-good read. Okay, my wintry feel-good read is Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Incident. This is the 2nd in the Artemis Fowl series. And in this one, but in the series, Artemis is a 12-year-old boy. He's incredibly smart. He's really into technology, and he has discovered the fairies that live in Ireland and how to reach those fairies, which humans should not be able to do. So he kind of borrows and uses some fairy technology and is basically a bit of a criminal, to be honest. Criminal genius is our Artemis. But yeah, Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Incident for a feel-good read. Is reread a wintry favourite? Oh, this is really difficult now. I'm regretting this plan. So, to reread a wintry favourite, I'm holding up the wrong book because it's downstairs and I can't be bothered to go down there. But I am saying either Layla and the Blue Fox, which I haven't yet read, or Kieran Millwood Hargrave's other wintry book, Julia and the Shark. I'm going to mainly talk about Julia and the Shark because that is the one that I would be rereading. But a favourite wintry book, Julia and the Shark, was just incredible. It's so beautiful. It's so fantastic at talking about not only the plight of animals and environmentalism, but also there's so much mental health rep in there. It's just fab. Loved it. I am very excited to read Layla and the Blue Fox. Book about family. A wintry book about family. I'm going to just think of this one. Okay, my wintry book about family, I'm just going to put up here. I'm going to go with Sophie Anderson and The Girl That Speaks Bear. For me, this is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous book. It's definitely about family. It's about the family you're born with, the family you find, the family that you grow up with, and how friends can become family. So our main character can turn into a bear. She doesn't want to turn into a bear, but she discovers that this is, again, part of her family, and how she makes friends with some animals along the way. She kind of journeys to find out more about herself, and it's just so gorgeous, so beautiful. Love it. It's also Russian folklore inspired, which is fairy tale or retelling. I've got this one right next to me because I thought it would fit with the last prompt and it didn't. But this is Edith Patel's Northchild. So this one is a retelling. I don't know what it's a retelling of, but it is a retelling of something, I'm sure. Unless I'm making that up. But this book is about Rose, who's born facing north, and she has been foretold that she is going to venture on a dangerous journey. She makes a pact with a white bear and travels to a mysterious castle that holds a dark enchantment and her true destiny, which is fantastic. If this one doesn't quite fit, there is another recommendation I'm going to give. Again, I'm just going to pop the cover up here, which is another Sophie Anderson book, which is The House of Chicken Legs. It's a retelling of the Baba Yaga stories, and just one of my favourite books. It is my favourite Sophie Anderson. It's just gorgeous. So we've got the story of not only Baba Yaga and the House of Chicken Legs, but also what it's like to grow up in the house and to have to take over and become Baba Yaga. It made me sob so much when I read that book, and just, it's beautiful. So my wintry recommendations, with the help of Ember Stag Candles Winter Reading Prompts, are here. We've got Echo North, Northchild, Layla and the Blue Fox, and Julian the Shark, Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Instant, Winter, A Man Called Uva, Make Your Mind This Christmas, Bear and the Nightingale, and The Ship Beneath the Ice, and also two books by Sophie Anderson, which are The House Chicken Legs and The Girl That Speaks Bear. So some winter recommendations for you. If you would like to find out more recommendations, recommend me your favourite wintry book. If you're taking part in Polathon, let me know as well. And if you think that any of these books sound good, let me know. Leave me a snowflake emoji if you have made it this far and just wanted to say hi. Make sure you give me a like and a follow, that would be fab. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.